We often assume passing on dessert or skipping the candy aisle protects us from excess sugar. However, your body processes almost all common carbohydrates by breaking them down into their simplest structural form, glucose. This diagram reveals the chemical reality of a standard diet. Once you account for breads, pastas, and hidden additives, the average adult processes 275 grams of sugar every single day, over half a pound of pure glucose. Because sugar provides an immediate hit of energy, human biology is hardwired to burn it first. If glucose is present in your bloodstream, your body completely ignores all other fuel sources to prioritize processing it. Consuming this hidden half-pound of carbohydrates forces our biology to run continuously on a volatile and inefficient metabolic engine. Humans have exactly two sources of fuel, but their storage capacities are vastly different. Stored sugar acts like this tiny AAA battery, at full capacity holding just 1,700 calories. The secondary fuel, stored fat, is represented by this massive car battery. A lean individual carries roughly 100,000 calories of fat energy, completely dwarfing the sugar reserve. Living exclusively on the AAA battery creates erratic energy crashes, constant hunger between meals, and chronic inflammation. What specific biological sequence unfolds if you abruptly sever the sugar supply, forcing your system to draw power from the car battery for 14 days? Occurs a mechanical override of the body's primary power grid. Within the first 72 hours, the liver detects the empty sugar reserves and flips a metabolic switch to access fat stores for fuel. This is how the body stores that sugar. Every molecule of glucose acts like a highly absorbent sponge, physically binding to and holding 3 times its own mass in water. As the body burns through those remaining sugar reserves, it squeezes out that sponge. You can shed up to 13 pounds of trapped fluid in days, which rapidly eliminates puffiness in the face and around the eyes. This flush effect reaches the kidneys as well. Since sugar draws water into the urine as it is filtered, removing it stops the constant draw of fluid into the bladder, which ends the need for nocturnal urination. This rapid drop in fluid weight clears out the body's plumbing before deep tissue repair begins. Excess glucose creates corrosive friction inside your vital systems, acting as internal rust. When sugar is removed, the organs finally begin healing. The liver responds by dumping its own fatty deposits, converting that internal fat directly into fuel. Inflammation inside the main arteries subsides, allowing the arterial walls to thin and relax. This results in lowered blood pressure and improved cholesterol profiles. Regeneration occurs in the smallest vessels. Kidney nephrons regain filtering efficiency, and retinal nerves heal, leading to sharper eyesight. The neurological impact is significant. Peripheral nerves begin to regenerate, and the brain, now fueled by steady fat energy, experiences a sharp increase in focus and mood stability. The absence of sugar for 14 days transitions the body from constant damage control to active cellular regeneration. Beneath the visible improvements in skin and weight, this 14-day shift addresses the biological root cause of metabolic disease. Consuming half a pound of sugar daily forces the pancreas to pump out massive volumes of insulin. Over time, the body responds to this toxic load by developing insulin resistance. To protect itself from high insulin, the cell membrane constructs an impenetrable structural barrier to block the hormone. While this protects the cell, it also deflects essential nutrients like potassium and magnesium. The starved cell locks the body's weight at a rigid set point. Stubborn weight plateaus and chronic ailments are physical symptoms of this cellular starvation. Maintaining the 14-day sugar cutoff drops insulin levels low enough to signal the cells to dismantle their defensive barriers. As the blockade falls, a flowing influx of vital nutrients and amino acids returns to the starved cells, revitalizing the metabolism and improving muscle tone. Eliminating sugar for 14 days is a metabolic reboot that reverses chronic damage and reclaims control of your biological machinery.